Hey, what's going on, dudes and dudettes? I am the Mystical Green Beanie, and I'm joined with...
I am not the Mystical Green Beanie. I am Khalil Shukri, and this is Art Official Society doing our first joint venture with the Mystical Legendary Green Beanie.
Hey, I'm legendary. I feel more important than I think I really am now.
No, you are, trust me. There's legions of admirers.
Oh, yeah.
They may be secret, but they're there.
Oh, yeah, they're from afar. Yeah, they're just watching me.
Those are the best ones.
Yep.
I think we refer to those as stalkers, but yeah.
That's a word for them. But yeah, welcome to the Guild of Geekdom on Artificial Society, and this is our first podcast.
Insert fanfare and applause.
Yay! We did something with life.
Yes.
Yay! We're doing stuff. But yeah. We'll just get started. Jump right into it.
Yes, let's talk about the 18th annual, I believe it's the 18th annual, Baltimore Comic Convention.
Yeah.
A lot of sites, the professional ones, artists, creators, actors, and of course the always entertaining and surprising cosplayers.
Nerds!
Yeah, something like that. I didn't hear that cat call this year, so
I heard a lot of I heard a lot of damn girl, you kicking.
Oh yeah, they apparently did not read the sign at near the entrance saying, cosplay is not an invitation for misogynistic, chauvinistic comments.
Well, I was just talking about in just Baltimore in general.
Oh, Baltimore in general. Oh, okay.
just in the area.
Just the area.
Oh yeah. There was one Harley Quinn cosplayer, and she walked out of a bar, and there was one guy who damn near broke his neck trying to take a look back, and he fell out of his seat.
He fell out of his seat.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was funny.
I missed that. That must have been after I'd left.
Yeah. No, that was no, this is on my way to the con.
On your way to the con.
On my second day.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. The locals, they don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Cool.
When I was there for Otakon years past, the locals are like, what's going on here? Is this an invasion?
What are these weirdos in costumes and I gotta get my guild of, gotta get my Injustice Guild. Gotta find them.
It's like, yeah, I need some lunch money, and these people look ripe.
Yeah. Oh my god. But yeah, just seeing normal people looking at cosplayers, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah. So, who are you most excited to meet of the esteemed guests?
Tom King.
Tom King.
Just right off the bat, Tom King.
Awesome. Tell us a little about that.
Okay, so I am kind of a Tom King fanboy nowadays. I met him once at Awesome Con before.
Was that this year's Awesome Con?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that was my first con. And Baltimore Comic Con was my second con. So I got to see one of my favorite creators at my first two cons, and that was awesome. But yeah, I got a chance to meet him before, and he signed my Vision. So this time I wanted to get some of my DC stuff signed by him, and the line was packed. It was so packed.
I can imagine, because when I was there earlier, before you were there, and of course, like all the superstars, they're at a panel when you want to get stuff signed.
Yep.
And so they have a sign on their table saying we will be back around noon or 2 p.m. I think Tom King might have said 4 p.m. the one day I was there.
Yeah. So
of course, by the time you make your way over to their table after their panel, it is wrapping around the convention floor 8 times over. So when you get in the end of the line, a Baltimore Comic Con worker will let you know, do-do-do-doom. Sorry, that's supposed to be the Price is Right losing horn. But yeah, the line was cut off, so you need to come back Sunday. But I'm like, I only bought a ticket for Saturday, and they'll say it sounds like a personal problem. Get out of my face. So,
basically, yeah. That happened to me on Friday, because I went Friday and Saturday, and when I got there on Friday, the line was all the way. Okay, so his booth was like, for those of you who weren't there, was kind of near the not center of the floor, but like near the end.
Yes.
And like near the end of the con floor, and the line like went all the way back to the concessions, which was on the other side of the room. So, and it wasn't a small room either. So that's how big that line was, and I was like, I'm not getting in that line. I can't do lines. I hate lines.
I hate lines too.
If there's a hell, I'm sure that it's just a long line.
But you can strike up a conversation with the guy behind you in line who looks like comic book guy from The Simpsons, and discuss his stack of whatever he has.
I have a bunch of Jungle Fantasy comics. Which is, I mean, I'm not judging anyone who reads Jungle Fantasy. This is well.
Too late. You already let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah, it has good art. Yeah. I'll say that. But yeah, no. I was next to an Archie cosplayer. He's a pretty cool guy. We spoke a lot. There's like a dude in front of me who's like I don't know what he did, but he had some books. He was cool. He held my spot when I went to get food. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, that was nice. But yeah, I met Tom King. I got Batman Elmer Fudd signed. I got my first issue of Vision, not Vision. Mr. Miracle.
Mr. Miracle, awesome.
I mean, they're both red, but so
Now, did he sign the inside of that? Because I know that Mr. Miracle #1 cover. What do you call that? Shiny. Type of paper?
Shiny cardboard paper stuff.
Yes, like I always wondered, like, will marker?
It's the one that's not lithograph.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Mr. Miracle is a great series. Kudos to Mr. King.
Yeah, and Mitch Yerds, who wasn't there. But yeah, he was at another con. But yeah, and I also got the first issue of Batman Rebirth signed.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is what I brought with me to have Mr. King sign, but alas.
Yeah.
There's always 2018.
Or if you want to drive all the way to New York.
That's right. New York is October 2nd, I think, the first day. Or I can go to Chicago and Stan Lee, who I thought was done after the beginning of this year, he won't be making an appearance there. But I digress.
Yeah. Is it C2E2?
I believe.
Yeah. Should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you can always get a sign one day.
Yeah. Let's move on to the cosplayers. Who stood out to you?
For me personally, I saw there was a really interesting Lady Leto Joker cosplay, and like that was, it's weird. Like I'm so used to seeing like gender bent like Joker cosplays of like comic book Joker and Heath Ledger Joker. Like seeing Leto Joker as like gender bent cosplay, I was like, hey, I'd never thought of that. That's interesting. Huh, that's cool. So I thought her costume was pretty cool, and of course I'm biased because I'm a Spider-Man fanboy. Like all the Spider-Man cosplayers are awesome.
Did I see? Were there any Miles Morales Spider-Man cosplayers at the convention? I don't recall.
I didn't see any at this convention. I know at Awesome Con there were like a bunch of them, but here not so much. I only saw really like Homecoming and like traditional comic book Spider-Man cosplayers. But if there was a Miles, I probably missed them. Yeah.
My favorite cosplayers, and actually a couple of them were actually inanimate cosplayers, were the Pee-wee's Playhouse characters.
Yes.
So Cowboy Curtis, who was famously played by Lawrence Fishburne, was the first one I saw, and I was giddy, and I looked in his direction, and behind him I saw Miss Yvonne and Cherry, and I flipped my wig because Pee-wee's Playhouse is the greatest non-animated Saturday morning show ever. That is not up for debate. And yeah, so I had to run over and chat with them a bit, took a picture, but that cosplay was on legendary status. Like they actually got fabric and sewed, and I mean not that other cosplayers don't, but they they enhanced inanimate objects.
They raised the bar.
Cosplay. Yes, they raised the bar, and unfortunately, I'm pretty sure at least 57.9% of the attendees did not understand the reference.
They're like, what?
Yes.
What is that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh
and also tied for best cosplay for me were these two gentlemen who had Tron Legacy inspired outfits with neon lights that actually changed color, and I was very enamored with them, and I wanted to actually commission them to build me one, not for cosplay purposes, just to
to own one,
just to walk down the street, go to the club,
Put it like in your you get like a giant glass display and just like put it in your room.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. I forgot about those guys. You showed me them.
Yes.
Yeah, they were awesome.
Yes.
And I forgot about one guy. There's one guy who was a half-eaten zombie.
I missed him.
Yep.
Was the makeup job really well done?
Oh my god, yeah. And it was like he had the face makeup obviously, but like he was in a giant gurney, and like he was missing his lower half. It was just like it was really cool.
Awesome.
And like the sheets were like cloaking his legs because he obviously had legs. But like that was like probably the best I saw there.
So overall, how would you rate your first Baltimore Comic-Con experience?
Really fun. Really expensive too. Like Baltimore Comic-Con is extremely expensive. My God.
Mm-hmm.
I will say probably due to personal bias, I like Awesome Con a little more.
Mm-hmm.
Only because like, that's like my first con. But yeah. Also, I'm not sure if this is like a new thing or not, but a lot of the boxes weren't organized.
Yeah.
Yeah, like for back issues.
Okay, I didn't notice that. I didn't rift through too many back issue boxes, so I didn't really take note of that.
I noticed that kind of instantly because there was like a few things I was looking for specifically, and it was hard. It was really hard. So I mostly just kind of like stuck to getting trades and Omnibuy, and I even stole your Omnibuy.
Yes, you did. The Jeff Lemire Green Arrow, which I had just added to my Excel sheet. But as long as it found a good home, it's like a pet or a child. As long as it finds a good home, that it will be nurtured and well cared for, and given the proper amount of sunlight. Well, sunlight kind of over time.
Yeah,
so
a little damaging.
X-Nate sunlight, everything else. So what?
I already broke it. I'm sorry.
You already? I'm sorry.
I ruined it. I'm sorry.
You ruined it?
Yeah.
Well, the publisher, I'm pretty sure, made more than one. So what else happened exciting this week? Well, actually last week. We're covering last week. Wednesday, something special dropped from the Merry Marvel Marching Society.
Last week or wait, I'm confused. Oh yeah, because today's Sunday. Oh yeah, yeah. Going to college totally doesn't ruin like your internal clock. But yeah, no. Marvel Legacy dropped.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a lot to take in. Jason Aaron.
Yeah.
Jason Aaron is not one of. He is my current favorite Marvel writer.
High five.
High five, yes. So I knew I was in for a treat and not a jumbled mess. The art duties were split up among, I believe, like 4 different.
Just two. Just two that I took note of. Soderific and McNiven.
Okay, for some reason I thought I noticed more than 2 different styles in there, but it made me anticipate what's on the horizon. This is a challenge. I have to give a spoiler-free review. Or can we do?
You don't spoiler-free?
or does it have to be?
Wait. Sorry. Wait. Okay. Shut up. Okay. Nope. That's my phone. Shut up. That was my coworker.
Awesome.
But yeah, no. I'll cut that out. Okay. Wait. But you're saying?
Yes.
Sorry, my phone went off.
So first of all, does this have to be a spoiler-free review?
No. The book's been out.
Okay.
If they haven't read it yet, that's their fault.
Okay. So I liked the opening with prehistoric times.
Okay, wait. But you're saying?
Yes.
Sorry, my phone went off.
So first of all, does this have to be a spoiler-free review?
No. The book's been out.
Okay.
If they haven't read it yet, that's their fault.
Okay. So I liked the opening with prehistoric times and
the Avengers 1 million BC.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thanks for refreshing my memory because I hit a roadblock. Yes. The cavemen Avengers.
Yeah.
Like, we had woolly mammoth rider.
Oh, that was so awesome.
Yes.
I want to see like that in action.
And we had a female Iron Fist, and I thought that was pretty clever. I liked that.
Yeah.
Any further thoughts on?
I like seeing Odin with the Mjolnir. That was cool.
Yes. Which he had a bit of issue.
Yeah. That's been like That's like been a big thing that Jason Aaron's been doing with his Thor.
Mm-hmm.
Like the hammer like now has its own mythology, and like it's not just like a hunk of uru. Like it's like a sentient storm imbued inside the hammer.
Yes.
Like that's awesome.
God bless those dwarves. But yeah.
But yeah, dude, that was awesome. I like seeing Jason Aaron playing with the legacy of Iron Fist.
Yes.
Because like
yes.
that's something that I believe Fraction and Brubaker started in their run. I'm not a huge Iron Fist guy. I'm sorry. That's like the only run on Iron Fist I know.
I didn't read their runs.
I'll get it.
It's on the list.
Yeah, but it's fantastic. The show kind of took some of the stuff and butchered it, but I'm not going to talk about that right now.
We will not. That's a separate podcast.
Oh yeah. But yeah, no. I dug. I like seeing the Phoenix there too.
Yes, that was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because that's also something from
with era appropriate attire.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Got to get that those juicy caveman attire.
Yes.
Yeah, the loincloth and all. But yeah, no.
And what were those big celestial beings? I forgot what they were.
Celestials?
Was that what they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I said some big celestial beings. Celestials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, those just like a weird, it's a weird rogue celestial. After reading it, like now I'm just like jumping around now. Sorry.
Of course. Yeah.
But after reading it, like my first thought was, oh, they're doing a thing with what's that book called? Marvel Earth X. Where like the Celestials, like they reproduce with planets, like literally, and inside each planet is like an egg,
gotcha,
like a celestial egg, and that's what Galactus, comes and eats. So like maybe the Celestial is like trying to find a celestial egg in the planet. Now I haven't read all of Hickman's Fantastic Four. I've read most of it, but not all of it because Marvel refused to reprint it. Yeah. But in trade, but
it's only $300 on eBay.
Oh yeah, I can totally spend that. It's totally not like food money or money for transportation at all. Yeah. But yeah, no. Apparently they kind of dig into some of that mythology there as well. But yeah, no, I was really just interested in what they were doing with some of the like Marvel legacy. Yeah. Which I kind of want to talk about that name. Like this is very much about legacy, like and like not just legacy superficially. Like this isn't just about like Riri Williams and Robbie Reyes and like all those guys. This is about like the legacy of the Marvel universe.
Yes.
And I think that's kind of what is throwing people off, because I think a lot of people expected this to be Marvel Rebirth, and it's not.
Yes.
Now, to be fair to them,
I mean, with the marketing and plus the timing, a lot of that's what led a lot of people to refer to this as the Marvel Rebirth.
Yeah.
So, and also reverting to original or legacy numbering, I guess I could call it, which DC, their Rebirth, with the exception of Detective and Action Comics, they really did not.
No, they didn't do that.
To pre-52 numbering. So
yeah. But yeah, no, this isn't a story. Like Rebirth is like a fundamentally different thing.
Yes.
Like that's them kind of like realizing that the New 52 and like all that like was just, pardon me, like not, it wasn't completely terrible, but like it wasn't like it missed the point of the universe entirely. So this is them like getting back to like, you know, their roots. They're rebirthing themselves. Their afterbirth.
Of their afterbirth.
Yeah, lovely. Juicy. But no, Legacy is about the legacy of these heroes and what they mean and what this universe means and like the future of the universe. And that's what this is. That's what this is all about. You know. Now, I do have some issues with like how some of these legacies were introduced, but I don't think like most people they're inherently bad.
Yeah.
Like I feel like you can do a cool story with like, you know, the legacy of Spider-Man, the legacy of Iron Man, the legacy of Captain America, blah blah blah. And I think that it's important to kind of like play with that. And like you know see what these legacies do for a new generation.
Yeah.
But okay, but no, I don't want to go on and on and on.
Yeah,
but,
no.
What were you gonna say? Because you look like you want to say something.
Oh no, I'm for one welcome the ushering in of legacy characters because us SJWs have completely ruined
the
Marvel comics. Yeah.
Oh man.
So but yeah, like Odinson, and we saw Wolverine.
Yeah.
The young man Logan.
Yes.
Or not so old man Logan as it is.
It's a slippery slope. You talk about his age.
Yes. Oh, it is. Yeah. Relatively speaking.
Yeah.
Because Odinson.
Yeah.
Is he old? Is he young? Like.
He lives outside space and time. Doesn't matter.
Outside of space and time. There we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to, where's Tony Stark, so a lot of exciting things happening in the House of Ideas.
Yeah.
I'm glad that Marvel is living up to that tagline again. I know a lot of people are mixed about, this current Legacy is more than a storyline event, I guess.
Yeah. I kind of bill it more as like a line-wide like rebranding type thing or something.
Line-wide rebranding.
Yeah,
that is perfect.
Because that's kind of like what they did with
all new, all different.
Yeah, and like the Heroic Age, and like what DC did with like way back in the old days of 2006, with 1 year later.
1 year later.
So like, these companies do this all the time.
Yeah. Hopefully, this will stick.
Hopefully, because for the past like 4 or 5 years, like on an annual basis, it's like clockwork.
Yes.
We're going back to #1 and like a brand new, all different Marvel Now 2.0.
So I don't want
Max.
the Marvel executives to go to their annual retreat next year and like, okay, gentlemen, that's my Axel Alonso voice. I need to do some retweaking, but yeah, hopefully, things will stick. Hopefully, fans will support, but more importantly, hopefully, the creative and the creative team and the editors will not screw this up.
Yeah. Marvel editorial. I'm excited for Rebirth. Not Rebirth. Crap. Legacy. I'm excited for Legacy. I think potentially there's a lot that can go right and like be beautiful and amazing. My fear is that there are no major shakeups like editorially and creatively. Like the same people who are doing the same things that they've been doing for the past like 3-4 years. I don't really want to compare Rebirth and Legacy, but part of the reason why Rebirth works so well is because they recognized what worked and what didn't, and they took the trash out.
Yes.
Like I don't mean that like in an offensive way.
Yeah.
Because all these creators are people and blah blah blah. But like, they saw that like maybe Scott Lobdell shouldn't write Superman, and we should kick him off.
And
like,
with one more clip about Rebirth, there's still some quote unquote trash.
Yes.
That could be cleaned up, but we're not going to go there this
God. Ooh, and plus some, not to plug myself here, but I totally am. I am making a video later about like some issues that I'm having with Rebirth currently.
Sweet.
Yeah. So like that's dropping sometime soon this week. But yeah, no.
Hey, I know you guys can't see me, but I am rubbing my palms together in anticipation.
Yes. Because Tom King asked me a question like at Baltimore Comic Con. He's like, "Hey, what can DC do better?" And like the idiot that I am, I said, "Maybe you should write a Bugs Bunny comic," instead of giving him a real answer. Which is also why he probably like hates my face right now.
And he didn't appreciate
your
unique brand of humor.
Oh no. Like, he thinks I'm a weirdo. Which I am.
You're just racking up the enemies, aren't you?
First Mark Waid, now now Tom King.
I thought you were on the Dan Slott feces list as well.
Oh, that's just from Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've never met him in person. I hear he's a good person, like in face to face, but
God. Dan, if you're listening, we love you.
Yeah, I like your Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
Your Spider-Man sucks. I love you, but tough love is like that's how I was raised. I'm sorry. Yeah. But yeah, no. I just want Legacy to like work. Both as like someone who is a comics fan, but as someone who also works in the industry technically.
Yes.
Because I work in a comic book store, and I really kind of need Marvel to work because Marvel is the they're the what's the term for it? They're the market leaders.
Yes.
Yeah. So when they suck, everyone suffers.
The industry, starts to slip down that slope.
Yeah, and
we don't want another recession in the comics industry.
No. But hopefully everything works out. Like on a selfish note, just bring back the Fantastic Four. I like the Fantastic Four.
Yes.
And get a creative team that actually understands Spider-Man to work on Spider-Man.
So it's interesting. We had the Reed kids.
Yeah.
So I guess which leads to
Valeria and Franklin. Yeah.
Yes. So Sue, wherever you are, Invisible Girl, we're waiting on you to bring that spark of light back into our lives that hasn't been there since
or
Secret Wars,
as they say in Southeast DC, bring that ass over here, girl.
That too.
Yeah, pretty much.
That invisible ass
that your husband doesn't notice and hasn't noticed for the past 10 years.
Yeah.
That Nightmare notices.
Yeah,
definitely. He's willing to like level an entire city for it. I don't know why he's a hero. I'm sorry, I don't know why people like him as a hero. He's a terrible person.
Who is this again?
Namor.
Oh, Namor. Yes.
Submariner.
He's an anti-hero though. I mean, isn't he?
I don't know at this point.
Oh, you don't know? Okay. Well, yeah.
He does good things, but like
he's done some terrible things. I mean, hello Wakanda. I don't think they will, sing his praises anytime soon.
No.
Glub.
No. And also threatening to flood New York every 5 minutes for not, having Sue want to bang him, because that's what a normal person does.
One man should not have all that power.
I was gonna make a timely reference, but maybe let's not.
No.
But yeah, no. What else? The Con Legacy.
Those were really the big major events.
Yeah,
of
really.
The last 7-8 days within the Guild of Geekdom.
Hey, you said the name of the podcast. That was awesome.
Plug. And Yeah. That's about it for coverage of hot off the press, fresh ink.
Yeah.
Comic news.
So that said, what do you want to talk about? Just like in general, comics, stuff. Yeah.
Let's talk about the essence of life as it pertains to Marvel Legacy. No. Is there anything we didn't cover in Legacy? Because there was quite a lot happening.
I like McNiven in Asad Ribic's art.
Yes, the art was very well done. The colors. Don't remember who should receive the coloring credit, but yeah, overall a great effort by the artistic team on that front.
Yeah, I will say I something that did kind of irk me about Legacy, the price and the
$5.99.
Yeah, for 60 pages.
Expected it to be $5.99. I mean, whether or not it should, no, it shouldn't. But yeah, because the Generations one-offs, those were all $4.99 each.
Yeah.
So I figured, the Legacy special will definitely be at the very least, $5.99. So
now, what did you think of those? Because I'm in like the vast minority of people who doesn't like them, but
I was not impressed by the majority of them.
Okay.
In fact, the Peter Parker or Miles Morales one was kind of a letdown for me.
Oh, interesting.
I didn't care for the penciling. Don't remember who the artist was, but both the Amazing Spider-Man and the Miles Spider-Man comics have such a terrific art team. To see the way they were rendered, and their Generation special, it was like womp womp. And Bendis, I don't know. I'm not the fan of Bendis that I once was.
Yeah.
And I mean, the story wasn't terrible. It was interesting. It had heart, which was good. I'm not really complaining about the story, but I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting, but whatever I was, it didn't meet those expectations. How about you?
I like the Spider-Man one. Again, I'm biased.
Point, counterpoint. There we go.
I'm biased because I like Spider-Man. But I don't know. I like the way Bendis writes Spider-Man. I think he has a really good voice for Peter. I still have issues with the way he's writing Miles currently. Because the Miles that, like, I feel that the Miles that we've seen in like the past year is not the Miles that like we got when he was first introduced. But I like the way he bounced off Peter. I like the discussion of legacy in that, like, one shot.
Yeah.
I don't like that it was set during my favorite era in Spider-Man.
Yes. In reference to the classic Amazing Spider-Man number
33.
33.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's like around the 70s.
Which was also referenced in the Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah.
So a nod.
Yeah. A nod with a nod within a nod.
Yes. So that was a plus for those of us who are into the rich history and legacy of Amazing Spider-Man.
Let's make a drinking game. Every time one of us says the name of the thing that we're talking about, the thing.
Ring a bell.
Yep. Ring a bell.
Concierge. And let's see here. Aunt May, that ornery bugger, she pulls through again.
Aunt May needs to die. I'm sorry. I love Aunt May, but like she's been through a lot, Marvel. You're like, realistically, you should have killed her off, like, actually during not during, but like when she died during Civil War. That's when she should have died, just permanently.
Well, maybe we can have Aunt May 2099, where we inject her with nanobots and
but you know what's gonna happen if you do that?
What?
Miguel O'Hara's like, she's gonna show up as like a hologram, and Miguel O'Hara's gonna kill her.
Not this new and improved Aunt May.
Oh, is she gonna be sexy like Marissa Tomei?
She survived so much. She survived dating Otto Octavius. Did she date Otto? Yeah.
Yeah, she married him.
She married him. That's right. She married him. And so yeah, if you can survive
and getting cancer from your nephew.
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because people forget that.
Yeah.
Like Peter has given. He basically gave her like radiation cancer.
I'm surprised she didn't put him out in the street. Like.
Yeah. No.
Really, like,
But yeah, no, I dug it. I feel like Bendis has a really good handle on Peter Parker.
Yeah, he does.
In fact, I just want Bendis to write Peter Parker Spider-Man, and Miles Spider-Man simultaneously, so that way like we can get some actual cross connection between those two characters.
Yeah. That
are supposed to like cross connect. Because Spider-Man.
But Mr. Slott is permanently posited as
because we got to see Spider-Man like jumping around in a stupid not stupid in a revolutionary high-tech like totally not symbiote suit with a stupid glowing brilliant
yes.
glowing green
yes.
like emblem
yes
with the brilliant glowing green eyes
yes
because that's Spider-Man.
That is Spider-Man.
It's the new and improved Spider-Man. He's all new and all different.
All new, all different now.
2.0.
Yes.
Oh my god. But yeah, no. I like that one. The Generations one shots.
Yeah.
I didn't like the others though.
I didn't. Yeah.
I did like the art in the Miss Marvel one.
Yes, that was. I like the Miss Marvel one.
Yeah, and I like the Hulk one.
I like the Hulk one.
Yeah.
That may be my favorite of them all. Yes, the Hulk one was my favorite. Shout out Dr. Bruce.
Yeah, that was like one of the most realistic, like one of the more realistic ones.
Yeah, like Amadeus finally opened up that trunk.
Yeah, and like I just dug the interaction they had with Banner, where because it really doesn't like hit you until, or at least for me, it didn't hit me until I read it. I was like, oh yeah, this guy like grew up in an era where like Bruce Banner was like the Hulk, he was his hero, he's so awesome, everyone loves him, blah blah blah. But like when you get to like the root of the character, like when he first started out, he was like a drifter.
Yeah. He
was like a homeless man, like eating out of garbage cans and just trying to survive.
Yeah.
And nowadays shows like, oh my god, what is this?
Exactly.
It's horrifying.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was really awesome. But yeah, I haven't really been a fan of the others.
I think.
What do you think about? Oh, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, going from Marvel to DC because DC has some interesting stuff going on.
Yeah.
Have you been reading Metal?
Yes, I have been reading Metal. Starting, of course, with the casting and the forging, and the most recent one I read was the Suicide Squad tie-in, where they ventured to Poison Ivy's realm of the new and improved Dark Gotham. So Metal is very interesting. It is reintroducing a lot of folk who haven't been seen since 52, and even some people who haven't been seen since pre-52.
Yeah.
DC universe. So I am more excited about this storyline the more it progresses. Shout out Batmanium.
Oh my god.
With some exceptions.
Okay, I like Metal so far, but that's like probably, I'm not sure if I love that or hate that. Batmanium.
Like, you cringe like as you're reading it.
Yeah, it's like, do I cringe or do I think this is like tongue-in-cheek, clever, funny? I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Batmanium.
Oh god, that I didn't know how to feel about that. But
who wrote that issue?
Snyder.
That's right. Snyder. Like when Snyder wrote that, like he just like typed Batmanium and like was overcome with like this deep sense of like,
he's like this story's gonna be like so
yeah,
philosophically deep and like so introspective, but like I gotta have that goofiness in there.
Yeah.
Just a whiff.
Yeah.
Papa bless.
Yeah.
A whiff of silliness.
But, so actually, yeah, Jack, I want to wrap this up because I actually think metal is worthy
of its own thing.
Yes,
I agree. I agree.
So
yeah.
Let's
touch.
Yeah,
let's wrap it up.
Yeah, let's wrap this up. But
wrap it up like my dad should have.
Metal is very engaging.
Yeah.
Not a lot of interesting twists and turns, and they're reintroducing not only characters but items.
Yeah.
And concepts from the way back when DC canon.
The Daisy Yonder.
Yes. So it's especially exciting for me. Like, oh, I haven't seen that since 1987. So yeah.
I only asked because like I thought you read one of the solos. I was literally asking about the Cyborg one.
Oh, the Cyborg one.
Yeah, I read them. Like I thought that was way better than it had any right to be. Like that the tie-in.
It was a Cyborg. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant like. Yes, I remember the Cyborg one.
Like Kill Machine.
Yes, Kill Machine.
Yeah.
Okay. When you said Cyborg, I thought there was a tie-in with the Cyborg comic.
Nobody would read it.
That is correct. So, yes, I thought that was very interesting. The art in that was amazing.
Yes. Yeah. I thought it was beautiful.
Yes. But we will
no.
talk about that next time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we got to save.
Yeah. No. 40 minutes in, and we're. Yeah.
All right. Well, this has been a interesting and fun-filled discussion, lively.
Yeah.
With the Mystical Green Beanie and Khalil Shukri from the Art Official Society, AOS. Inaugural Dynamic Duo podcast.
That's us.